Good morning, everyone, and welcome to 5.2 Equivalent Expressions. Today's outcome is to be able to identify like terms and combine these like terms in algebraic expressions. Let's begin. Example 1 wants us to identify coefficients, variables, and exponents in each expression. Our first question says 3w. If you recall, the coefficient is the number that is in front of the variable, so the coefficient in this case is number 3. We'll work our way down and do all the coefficients right now. The second coefficient, while there's no number here in front of the x, the coefficient, if there's no number present, is a 1. Number 3 here, negative 4xy, the coefficient is negative 4. And finally, there's no number on negative w, we know that's a 1. With a negative attached, it's negative 1. For the variables, we're just looking at the letters. What letters are present in each question? We have a w, an x, and a y, and a w. Finally, for the exponents of the variables, we are looking at the exponents on top of each of those letters. What exponents are present? Well, there's no number written on the w. If there's no number present, you'll recall that it's just a 1. For the x squared, we have a 2. For the x and the y, we have a 1 and a 1. And for the w, we have a 1 as well. So now our table is complete. For the next question, it's your turn to give that a try. So please pause the video at this point and attempt this question on your own. Now that you've had a chance to attempt it, let's put the answers down. 3c, exponent of 2, negative 1, x, an exponent of 1. 1 is the coefficient, b is the variable, 1 is the exponent. 7 is the coefficient, the variables are s and t, and the exponents are 1 and 2. Hopefully you got that all correct. Next question. In example 2, we have to identify like terms. Identifying like terms means that, in order to identify like terms, you have to look for things that have the same variables and the same exponents. Same variables, same exponents. If they do not have the same variables and the same exponents, they are not like terms. I'll use some different colors to identify them. The first one that jumps out to me is negative 2x and 6x. The reason these are like terms is because they have the same variables, which are x's, and they have the same exponents, which are 1's. This one over here is close to being the same as a like term, but because it has an exponent of 2, it is not a like term with negative 2x and 6x. In part B, we have 3x squared, 4xy, negative 2x squared, 7x squared, and 1/2 y. Our like terms are 3x squared, negative 2x squared, and 7x squared. Each of these are like terms because they have the same variables and the same exponents. In number 3, we've got 3xy, 11, negative 4x squared, negative 3, and xy. In this case, we have two sets of like terms. One, which is 11 and negative 3. Those are both just numbers with no variables attached, so they are like terms. And the other set of like terms is xy. While they have two variables, they are both the same, and they have the same exponents, so they are like terms as well. For the your turn question, I would like you to give me an example of 3 like terms, and then in part B, I'd like you to identify the like terms in the following group. Please pause and try that now. Now that you've had a chance, here's an example. Recall that the 3 like terms could be very different based on what variable and exponent you picked. I will pick x squared, 7x squared, 3x squared, 8x squared. For identifying the like terms, here I've got 3s and negative 8s and that is all. 6t and 6t squared are close, but this one has an exponent of 2, and this one has an exponent of 1, so they are not like terms. Next question. At this point, we are asked to combine our like terms. So there's 2 steps to this. Step 1 is to identify the like terms. Step 2 is to combine them. The first set of like terms I see, and I've got different colors, so that makes it easy. If you have different colors available, you should try that as well. Here I've identified the like terms. Now I'm going to combine them. So now I'm just adding or subtracting based on what the signs show. So positive 4x minus 2x is 2x. Once you've identified the like terms, you just add or subtract the coefficients. The variables and the exponents do not change when you are adding and subtracting. We are just combining the coefficients. So 4x minus 2x was 2x, and positive 3 minus 6 is negative 3, which is our answer. And part B, step 1 is to identify the like terms. I see x squared, 3x, negative 4x, and negative 1 and negative 2. Now it's time to combine them. Generally speaking, you like to start with the highest exponents and then work your way down to just the numbers. So I will start with the 2x squared. 2x squared plus 1x squared is 3x squared. Recall again that the variables and the exponents do not change. It is just the coefficients we are combining. Next is our blue ones here. 3x minus 4x. 3 minus 4 is negative 1x. Next up we have the numbers underlined in green. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. Question 3 says 4 minus x squared plus 2x minus 5 plus 3x squared minus 2x. We start by identifying the like terms. We have x's here, and we have numbers. We'll combine our x squareds first. Negative 1 plus 3 is 2x squared. For the blue, for the x's, 2x minus 2x. 2 minus 2, of course, is 0. But we are not going to write 0x. We're not going to write x or anything like that, because if they're gone, they've been eliminated, right? 2 minus 2 is 0. So what I like to do is I just want to cross those out because they have been combined already, or they've been eliminated. Finally, the numbers. Positive 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Next, we've got a chance for you to give it a try. So please pause the video and attempt all of these on your own. When you come back, we'll put the answers up. Now that you've had a chance to attempt it, let's have a look at the answers. Identify your like terms, and then combine. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4x squared. 5 plus 2 is 7x. For part B, 2x, negative 2x, and negative 6 and 1 are like terms. 2 minus 2 is 0. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. Part 3, x squared, x, number. Negative 2x squared plus 5x squared, so negative 2 plus 5 is 3x squared. 1x minus 3x is negative 2x. And 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Okay, so hopefully you got All 3 of those correct. That is the end of today's lesson. Here are the questions that are assigned to you, page 187, numbers 5 to 12, and numbers 18 to 20. In order to be notified, please feel free to like and subscribe on YouTube. And when you are finished watching this video, please send me a quick message on Teams to let me know that you've engaged and watched the video. Thank you, and have a good day.